All right, so this one has been a very, very long time coming. So I used to work at Divided by 13. I don't know if everybody knows that or not, but we used to have an amp called well, there still is an amp called an LDW. And that was Fred's take on like a JMP Marshall all the way to like 800 series kind of Marshall. Awesome, awesome, awesome amp. And I remember going over to a buddy's house one time who had one with a 212 cab, and he had like a 212 cabinet and I think it was a 335. And he's like, dude, come to my house and tell me if this isn't one of the best guitar tones you've ever heard in your life. And I was like, all right, cool. So went into his room, cranked it up to 8, which was like, dude, are you serious? This is crazy. Played a chord and was just like, dear God in heaven, that sounds so freaking good, right? So LDW, incredible, incredible amp. Fast forward a little bit, there's a guy named Adam Watts, really amazing songwriter, just awesome, wicked drummer, like won Guitar Center's drummer competition, but also is a great, guitar player, one of those guys. And he wanted a smaller version of the same head, but with an effects loop. So this is essentially an LDW, has a great master volume, wicked, wicked, wicked tone. Again, you can get like Hendrix to Van Halen, but it also has a built-in effects loop. And I know a lot of you guys out there love amps with effects loops. So here we go. Everybody else does these unboxing videos, so I'm like, I'll try that out, see what happens, see if I can like do it without hurting myself or dropping the amp. Let's see here. All right. Whee! I know I'm not supposed to cut towards myself. I'm being careful. All right. Whoop. Fred packs these things like you could drop it off the back end of a truck. Look at that foam. It's just freaking crazy foam. All right. Oh, there she is. Or he, or it, or binary amp. All right, here we go. All right. I don't even remember what I ordered as far as, oh, nice. Forgot, look at this thing. Comes in a custom-made trash bag. Very amazing quality Glad trash bag here for you. Free of charge, the Glad trash bag. Ah, look at that. 'Tis a thing of beauty. Look at that. Amazing. Oh. So, looks like they've got it cranked up. Look at that. Fred's a madman. Look at those amp settings. They had this thing going. All right. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I got a new amp, obviously, right? This is what this whole video is about. Super freaking pumped. I'm gonna go through a couple of guitars and typical settings, right? I set all my amps pretty much the same. If you were going by a clock, I usually do like bass at 11 or 10. I'm not a huge fan of bass because, you usually got a bass player. Mids will be somewhere to between noon and 1 or 2 maybe, depending on the amp. Like my BTR down there, I run it at about 2 sometimes. Treble either straight up or between 1 and 2. And then I always run the master volumes wide open. I love the sound of the back end of an amp. Okay, so for this one, it's kind of more of a Marshall type circuit, although it's more of a refined kind of sound than that. So it's a little bit more modern sounding, but has those good characteristics, right? A good mid-range, all that kind of stuff. It can get super rock. If you got a humbucker or a Les Paul, it just you can plug straight into the amp and it sounds killer, right? Now there is an amp called an LDW. It's very similar to this amp, but that amp drops into half power and does not have an effects loop. But if you've heard an LDW, the circuit's essentially the same, although this one doesn't drop to half power, and it has an effects loop, which actually works really good. So bonus, right? Because I like to plug straight into an amp 9 times out of 10, maybe a boost, and that's it typically. But I'm gonna run it through a bunch of different pedals and stuff so you can see it makes a good kind of pedal platform amp as well. I got lots of stuff. I'll link it down below gear-wise. They're all, you can get it all like Sweetwater or whatever. I got a Rockett Audio Dude pedal and the Archer, the Jeff Beck mod. That pedal, right? Both of those, I love them, but the Jeff Beck pedal, I use that pedal more than anything. It's by far my favorite pedal ever. Okay, and then I got a Fulldrive #2 V2, the red one. Then I got a Fulltone 69 pedal. I got an RC Booster, Xotic RC Booster. Love that pedal too. The Jeff Beck Archer, and then I have an Echoplex from Way Huge. Gets kind of like a modulated, like analog, warm, kind of chorusy sounding delay. And then we've got a Strymon Flint, and then an Echoplex pedal from Dunlop, which I absolutely love that pedal too. Okay, so that's the amp just dry. If we had a little verb, I got the Strymon on the 60s setting, which is like a spring reverb. A little bit of, I take the color out, so it's dark sounding, and then the decay is like, you know, I don't know, what was it, 11 o'clock? Now, if I were to do like RC Booster, sounds great. A little Echoplex, maybe middle pickup. Flint for some trim. Maybe the that sounds great. Archer. Let's do the Fulldrive. Add the extra gain. All right, so that's the Telly. I didn't even turn the gain up, which I should have done. I should have did it. All right, but I'm running out of batteries. My kids are getting crazy. Wife's trying to homeschool them on a Saturday. They're like, Mom, why? Let's just turn the gain up, see what we got. Archer. About the dude. Nope, dude is going too much. I'll come back to the dude with my Strat. Let's see, booster. We'll do like the middle pickup thing. Go back here. We'll pretend we're at a nice pretty gig. About, I don't know, let's do a Strat. Bring out Old Faithful. All right. What about the dude? What if we did like some 80s style verb? We went a little bit more like. Yes! All right, full drive. You know, the full drive is kind of, to me, I'm not a huge tube, well, I'm not a tube screamer fan at all, actually. So for me, a full drive is that like nice mid-rangey kind of tube screamer-esque pedal. The blue one sounds really good too, like the little single version. But I have all the versions of full drives, and I like this version too the best. I don't know. It does what the other ones do really well. I got one of the old school blue ones too. It was modified. Shh, it sounds so good. But I put it right next to this one, and this one sounds great too, so. Up to you. Okay, so what if we wanted to get in like Van Halen territory? What do we got going on in that department? Let's see. Maybe we'll give our like a chorusy delay and do like Panama kind of. hate it when that happens. I'm like, I'll tune them all up, and nope, you don't get tuned. All right, so, but that sound, so good. And that's just the amp with a boost pedal. That's the Archer. Here's more of a... Back it down a little bit. The amp it's really cool when you back it up. See, that's like full, pretty rock, right? Get like a little Trower action. Maybe get a fuzz. That's the Sabadius funky vibe. It's my favorite vibe. I love it. I got 4 or 5 vibes, and to me, I don't know. It's just the full drive one too is really, really good. They're all good. That's the thing. The problem is like, you know what it boils down to? How much space you got on your board. Funky vibe, if you just got like this big of a pedal board, see my arms don't even fit in the screen. If you got that big of a pedal board, put a funky vibe. If you're like here or smaller, Fulltone, the Deja vibe, and then the Dry Bell vibe. What's it called? Where is it? Vibe Machine. It's a great one too. Okay. But if I was giggling, that's probably where I'd be living, right about there. And then I would use that Archer for a little more whenever I needed stuff. Because then you can get away with like... right? And then... I mean, for me, I don't know. You're gonna be hearing this amp a lot more. It's that great Marshall-y kind of vibe. I've always loved this particular amp, and you know, now it's like, well, I have space. Technically, I got space for one more. But anyways, that is my new AMW. You're gonna be hearing it on a ton of stuff coming up soon. So I hope you like it. Again, all the gear's down below. Make sure to subscribe, click the bell. All this is funded by brettpapa.com, so support me there. Check out the yearly membership. That's all my videos. I think we're up to like almost 800 videos in the membership. Or there's single courses like Cage and Unleash. That's my most popular course ever. If you want to know how to solo better on the fretboard fast, that course, it's like a skeleton key. You got it, and just you'll be off to the races. All right, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the continued support. We'll catch you next time.